Okay, now you just came back from a 3-year prison stint. It's been like 6, 7 months now since you've been home.
Yeah. Well, technically, I did 2 years and 8 months.
2 years and eight
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
But we could round off to 3.
Yeah, that's why I just be saying 3. I don't be feeling like
Now,
saying that shit.
what landed you into prison initially?
I ain't changed my life when I had the opportunity to do it. Like, I had signed with Future, like, the end of 2012. But, like, I still was on bullshit. Like, I still was living the same way. Like, I ain't changed my lifestyle, like, when I had the chance to. Like, but I ain't recognized what I was doing until it was too late. You feel me? Like, I was still out there living the same way. Like, still out there pistol on me every day. Like, I wasn't giving a fuck. Like, all right, I'm signed to Future. Yeah, hell yeah, that's cool. But I was still out here living how I'm living. You feel me, though? Like, but see, now I know better, though. You feel me? I was just young. I was stupid. Like, I was really a young, stupid nigga, though. Like, for real. I look back at my past and really be like, man, you ain't have it all. Like, that shit serious.
Can you elaborate on what the charge was that put you in prison, or?
I had a robbery charge. I had two counts of aggravated robbery, 2 counts of felonious assault, had a tampering with evidence, a receiving stolen property, possession of criminal tools. Like, altogether I had like 7 felonies on me. Like, but I just got out of jail like a month before that. And then before that, I just got out of jail like 3 months before that. You feel me? I just was going crazy. I was on some bullshit.
Was it something that you ended up copping a plea to, or did you take it to trial?
Yeah. No. I started trial. I actually started trial. Like, because I was in denial, because I wasn't trying to sit down and do no years in jail. But I knew I couldn't win, but I was just so in denial. Somewhere in my head, I had hope, but deep down inside, I knew I wasn't going to win a trial. So, like, I went to trial for a whole day. Prosecutor was whooping my ass. But, like, the next day, like, my family really convinced me, like, if he let you take a deal, please take it. Because you're going to do way more time than what they going to let you cop out to.
What were you facing initially?
45 years.
And what was
so
it?
So my minimum would have been 6 years mandatory. My maximum was 45 years. So anywhere between the 6 to 45, she could have hit me anywhere between there. So if she wanted, she could have gave me 20. She could have gave me 25. She could have gave me 27. So you feel me? But like, I wasn't trying to go to jail. I wasn't trying to sit down. I just wasn't facing reality for real of what was going on.
So you ended up copping a plea for how long?
I copped a plea for 4 years. I went down the road. The way how I got out in 2 years, 8 months is a thing called a judicial release. Like, my lawyer had put a play down, I got out on the early side, but I still got to be on probation for the remainder of my time that I would have did. If I violate probation, I got to go back. I had like 15 months over my head.
Now, okay, when you were sentenced for that amount of time, what was your initial reaction? What was your family reaction to the 4 years?
Yeah, that shit was heartbreaking. Yeah, that shit was fucked up. That's probably one of the worst moments in my life. Like, to know, like, man, damn, I really gotta go sit down for a minute. Like, I ain't about to be in jail for a couple days or nothing like that. Like, that shit serious right now. Like, I really gotta go sit down. That shit deep.
What did Future think? I mean, after you recently had signed a deal, right?
Yeah.
Recently signed to him, and we're about to do some things in the future with him musically and yourself, your career. What did he think?
See, Future a real nigga. Like, he understood what was going on. Like, he stood behind me. Like, he was in my corner the whole time. And you want to know what's really crazy? When I signed my contract, it was after I caught my case. Like, I was Freebandz before I caught my case, but when I actually signed the contract and It was after I called my case, like, and that's why I respect him. Like, he had my back no matter what. The case over my head or nothing. Helped me get my lawyer, all that. Like, you feel me? So, like, that's why I fuck with bro like that, bro. For real.
Now, what type of prison did they send you to? I know there's different levels of security and.
Yeah. It go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was in the 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
First night in prison, what was that like? Take us back.
See, my first night in prison. You know what's so crazy? All right, when I went to prison, all right, this around the time when Future dropped the Honest album. So like, but mind you, I was just in the studio with him when he was recording the song Honest. So I go sit in my cell, we got the radio in there, and I'm listening to the radio. They play my song. I got a song called What You Mean. It's with Future and Soulja Boy. I'm listening to the radio. They play my song. Like, damn, that's crazy. The song right after that, they play the Future Honest song. Like, man, damn. That shit really was fucking me up. Like, man, damn. I really ain't about to be home no time soon. Like, and I was just witnessing this shit, but I just gave up this shit for this shit. So that opened up my eyes, like, that shit was serious.
Did you rap inside prison?
Yeah. Hold on. What you mean by rap inside prison?
Like rap, did you...
Did I rap to people and shit like that?
I know that happens.
See. Look, how that went. All right, everybody already knew what it was. Like, when I stepped to prison, everybody, oh, Doe Boy in here, Doe Boy, da. They was trying to get me to rap. I wasn't really on that shit like that. Like, I'd do it here and there. Like, I had this one song that I would rap to people. Like, I wasn't really on that shit because I know how it is in there. They be in there stealing shit. Like, I wasn't really on that shit like that, though. I was in there writing like a motherfucker. Hell yeah, I was writing like a motherfucker.
Now, you got a new project about to come out, right?
Yep, it's called Streets Need Me.
Are you using any lyrics that you wrote in prison?
Yeah, a couple songs on there I wrote in prison.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you've released some things since you've been out in April back home. Has any of those been things you wrote in prison, or is it going to be really more so on that mixtape?
Yeah, like a couple of songs, like I released a song called Mama Never Understand. I wrote that in prison.
Okay.
Like, I had a song called Doe Boy Home. Like, my first song that I dropped since I've been back, I wrote that in prison. Like, I actually wrote that before I got out.
Because some people I talk to that have done some time, they come home and they scrap everything they wrote in prison.
For the most part, I did. But some shit, I was like, man, no, I got to do that. But I scrapped a lot of that shit, though.
Now, for somebody watching this interview, hearing your story, and it's about to be their first time going to prison, and they're about to do some time themselves, what are some do's and don'ts inside prison?
Do's and don'ts inside prison? Rule number 1, don't try to fit in. Don't do that shit. If you go in prison looking for bullshit, you gonna get bullshit. You gonna find a nigga that's gonna be on that same shit just like you. You gotta deal with over 1,000 niggas every day. Like, so your best bet is to really just be yourself. Like, if you a cool nigga, a laid back nigga that just wanna chill, do that. Don't be trying to be hard and be extra just because you think that's what people gonna accept. Because they ain't gonna accept it. They gonna try your ass. Like, they gonna really put you to the test and see what's up. You feel me? So if you won't be on that shit, don't be on that shit. But like, prison ain't that bad for real. Like, how everybody be trying to paint the picture like, oh my God, you go in there, you gonna get fucked up. Like I was just saying, like, if you wanna be cool, like, it's niggas who can stay in their place and niggas won't bother them niggas, like. But then not everybody, cause it is certain niggas who be trying to be cool and niggas bother them niggas just cause. But for the most part, if you wanna be cool, you can be cool. But if you wanna be tough, you can also be tough.
Did you have to fight in prison?
Did I have to fight? What? Hell yeah.
You're laughing like you've been through several fights.
Yeah, what? Hey. But you feel me? That's just me though. Like, I just am who I am though. Like, I'm in prison, signed the future and all. They're kicking niggas' ass. Like,
Are you defending yourself or are you starting these fights? You the
some of
aggressor
both.
or the defender?
Some of both. See, when you in prison, like, a lot of the shit just get on your nerves. Like, this nigga on the phone too long, or this nigga doing that. Like when you in prison, like, it's different blocks and shit though. Like, so you gotta literally like sleep with over 100 niggas. Like, but then when you leave off that block, you about to see over 1,000 niggas. Like, but you literally living. Can you think about living in a house with like 120, 30 niggas? Like, no, that shit irritating. You get on my nerves. I don't like you. You play too hard. I know you a bitch. Fuck you. Like, I don't be on that shit, bruh. For real, like, that shit irritating as fuck. So, like, that's how I was getting in a lot of shit. And then you already know I'm rocking how I'm rocking, so I ain't gonna talk too much about that. Yeah.
Were you worried about any of the fights that you got into could have pushed back your time?
That, yeah. It could have. If I would have got in trouble for the shit I was getting into, yeah, hell yeah. Not push back my time, but made me do all of my time. See, when you're in prison, you don't get more time for fighting and nothing like that. Unless you like kill somebody or some shit like that, then you gotta fight another case. But when you're in prison, like, no, you don't get more time for fighting and nothing like that.
Could any of those fights been avoided that you got into?
Yeah, hell yeah. But sometimes I just don't be on that shit. I don't be trying to avoid shit. I don't know, I'm petty. I'm petty.
Craziest shit you seen while you were locked up?
I really gotta answer that?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No. Hold on 1 second. No. It be so... I done witnessed a nigga almost die in that bitch. Nigga almost get beat to death. But that ain't even the worst shit. That's the shit you just be like, damn, that nigga just almost got killed. Fuck that shit. Man, it be some freaky shit going on in that bitch, bro. I do not be on that shit, bro. I swear to God, I hate that shit. Man, I done walked in the bathroom one night, bro. About to get in the shower. I'm walking in the bathroom, I just see a pair of bloody drawers. I say, man, what the fuck, bro? Like, that shit really'll fuck you up, bro. Like, man, these niggas really rock like that in here. I done walked down the stairs one day, about to go to chow, about to go get some food, bro. Walking down the stairs, I look at the bottom of the stairs. Bruh, you see a glob of spit and cum just sitting on the bottom of the stairs. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Like, that shit deep, bruh. I swear to God, bro, that shit'll fuck you up, bruh. For real. I don't be on that shit, bro. Hey. For real.
Have you ever seen that show on MSNBC? It's called Lock Up.
Lock up.
It's like a documentary.
I think I did.
It's like a documentary style of prison.
I think
almost.
I did.
Is that an accurate depiction of prison life?
Kinda.
Now, what kept you motivated inside?
Because I knew what I was coming home to. Like, I knew I had a future. Like, I knew what was going to go on when I came home. Like, I knew how my support system was. I knew I was going to come home and I was going to be that nigga. Like, I knew that shit. So, you feel me? That's why I was tripping in there because I wasn't home. But at the end of the day, I wasn't tripping. Because I knew my time was going to come. You feel me? I was just grateful and thankful for what's going on. Like my team they ain't switch on me. Like I knew what I was coming home to. Like even with Future, like that nigga, I knew I was coming home. I'm Freebandz Gang. He the hottest nigga in the world. I know what's going on. Like, so I be sitting back, I'm relaxing, I'm cooling.
He's mentioned you in lyrics.
Yeah, for sure.
While you were locked up. How often did you guys communicate while you were?
See, I used to talk to Future at least once a month. Like I didn't used to try to bother him so much because I know what he be having going on, but I at least try to call him at least once a month. You feel me? Make sure we touch base and we see what's going on. Like, I need to know what's going on out there. Like, we used to talk at least once a month.
Were you able to keep up with anything with, like, the radio and stuff like that?
Yeah, it like in prison, like, they got a machine called a JPay machine. Like, you can buy music in there right now. Like, I got a #2 selling song on that motherfucker right now. No, matter of fact, that bitch just moved to #1. They just called me earlier and telling me, yeah, you know, song #1 in here.
What song?
It's called Letter to Future. The song Letter to Future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's #1 in prison. It was just #2, and you know what was in front of that? Future and Drake used to this. Like, you feel me? I got a #1 selling song now in prisons around the country. Like, but like in prison, like they give you like these MP4 players, and you could just get on the machine and you could just buy music. So you really not lost in what's going on. Like, you really in tune with what's going on in the streets. Then I'm on the phone all day, every day, so I really know what's going on. Like, even the shit that's not on the machine, I'm listening to it over the phone. Like, I know what's going on. I'm in tune.
What was the feeling like when you when people might have told you about, or you heard your name in some of these Future songs?
No, that shit was really, that shit.
Surprising you?
It wasn't surprising. It made me feel good, though. Like, damn, bro really fuck with me. Like, bro really holding me down. Like, that shit deep.
What was visitation like with your family while you were locked up?
Oh, yeah, they came to see me all the time.
Some people I talk to with these type of subject matter and interviews, they don't even want to be seen by their family, or they kind of just want to do their time, be left alone, and then come back to life, I guess, when they get out.
That's how it be.
Like, some people want the visitation.
Yeah, no, I wasn't like that. Like, I ain't really want visitation all the time. Like, just make sure y'all come down here at least every month or every other month. Like, that shit'll make your time move slower. Like, when you see your family, or like, that shit'll make you be like, damn, I gotta go home. But that shit'll make your time move slower because you thinking too much about the streets. When you're in prison, you can't think about the streets. Feel me? You gotta just be focused on what's going on in there.
Was your family far away from your prison?
Like an hour and 45 minutes, not that far.
Now, El Chapo escaped prison twice.
That's my nigga.
Did you ever have thoughts on breaking out?
Hell yeah! Every time I walk outside, bro, I swear to God, bro, what? We looking at the gate. Like, man, I'll hit that motherfucker. But I ain't had that much time. If I had life or something, hell yeah, I'm gonna try to hit that fence. I be looking at that fence like, man, I'll jump the fuck out that bitch. I don't give a fuck about that barbed wire at the top. Cut me. I'm getting the fuck off this bitch. Fuck this shit. For real.